Hello, Crimson Tide fans. Have you seen Mckinstry's opinion on Milroe? Alabama Crimson Tide fans are in for another treat. Mckinstry, recently drafted by the Saints, shared his expectations a while back with Robert Griffin III in a YouTube interview. During this engaging conversation, a topic of great interest came up: Crimson Tide's starting quarterback, Jalen Milroe. This was where Mckinstry surprised everyone with his remarks, expressing unwavering faith in Milroe's potential, stating that he has what it takes to be the first quarterback selected in the upcoming NFL draft. His support not only reflects the quality of the player but also highlights the atmosphere of trust and camaraderie within the Alabama team. The future looks bright for Milroe, and according to Mckinstry, he is an exceptional player with potential, and with the help of Kalen DeBoer and the entire team, they will contribute to Milroe's future. In the end, I want to hear your opinion about the Crimson Tide. Under the new leadership of Kalen DeBoer, the team enters a new era, and the discussion around his debut is as heated as the July weather. Paul Finebaum, the well-known ESPN commentator and authoritative voice in college football, along with Heather Dinnick, the sports playoff expert, shared their insights on ESPN's First Take. They offered a fascinating and deep portrait of a command transition that could very well define the immediate future of the legendary program. Kalen DeBoer, the man chosen to succeed after Nick Saban's monumental era, faces what many would call a grand challenge. As Finebaum noted, DeBoer has approached his initial responsibilities with a refreshing and transparent approach, a marked change from Saban's notorious reserve. The new coach has adopted a high-visibility strategy, flying commercial and engaging in a marathon of interviews, a clear move to strengthen the Alabama brand and its recruiting efforts. The commentator highlighted that despite some inevitable losses of players and recruits due to the coaching transition, DeBoer has not only stabilized the ship but also reignited a recruiting fervor that has secured the team a prominent position in the rankings. He managed to keep the second-best class of 2024 and leads the rankings for the class of 2025. However, as Finebaum prudently pointed out, the real test for DeBoer will not come from the expected victories but from how he and his team handle the inherent adversities of competing in the SEC, a conference that does not forgive slips. The pressure is intense, and the expectations are even higher, given the legacy of his predecessor. Dinnick, in her analysis, emphasized the importance of the collaboration between DeBoer and quarterback Jalen Milroe. She vividly illustrated Milroe's arrival in the press room, describing him as a charismatic figure who could galvanize the team with his energy. Milroe's ability to rise above the pressures is something exceptional for this team. Let's stay strong with the Alabama team. And Kalen DeBoer has shared his thoughts on Kane Wommack. Recently, DeBoer offered insights into one of his key personnel decisions, the appointment of Kane Wommack as the defensive coordinator for the Tide. Wommack, whose experience spans multiple universities with notable success, is a choice that reflects DeBoer's philosophy of embracing a broad and adaptive view of the game. I think, once again, every coordinator, every coach has their way of doing things. It doesn't make anything right or wrong, explained DeBoer, emphasizing the diversity of approaches within the sport. But what I saw with Kane, when we worked together in 2019, is that he understands all the concepts, and it's not just about what you have and the capability to do it. It's more about what your personnel does well, he continued, highlighting Wommack's ability to maximize the strengths of his players. Wommack's ability to see the big picture and adjust strategies as needed is a quality that DeBoer highly values. We've talked about some youth areas, and it's not that you're babying guys or anything, but you have to play to your strengths, and that will continue to evolve throughout the season, DeBoer said. This approach not only respects the individual abilities of the players but also promises to adapt to the season's variables, ensuring that the Tide's defense can dynamically respond to the challenges they will face. Wommack, whose credentials include impressive stints at Eastern Illinois, South Alabama, and Indiana, where he was a finalist for the prestigious Broyles Award in 2020, brings a track record of defensive success. Under his leadership at Indiana, the defense led the Big Ten with 17 interceptions and topped the league in takeaways and sacks, statistics that speak for themselves. At Alabama, Womack inherits a defense that is already robust, with 5 returning starters from a unit that was ranked 16th in the country in points allowed per game. With the arrival of talents like Jalen Bach, a 5-star recruit from Clay Chalkville, Alabama, who possesses staggering potential, expectations are high for Womack to further elevate this defense. With great professionals, Alabama can move forward with a promising and surely victorious future. What's your opinion? Now I want to see your comments.